Good morning, it's Coco. I'm 50 plus 1, and it's July 1st. How are you? 7 months into the year. How? God's grace. So this is going to be a little bit of a weird angle, but I was just thinking, and I felt led to share, and just wanted to kind of just talk, not necessarily wanted to, but felt like I should talk a little bit about my conversation with God this morning inside my body. So, yeah, I said I'm Coco, I'm 50. Okay. So literally, just so you know, I make these videos just like as I'm led to. I get the nudge, I make them. Oftentimes I don't even watch them. And then I probably never watch them before I post them, so I don't analyze myself and then talk myself out of it. So this is your sign that if God is telling you to do something, just do it. Just absolutely go ahead and do it. Okay. So I'll be looking mostly at the road as I'm driving, but I want to get this message out. So let's see. Right, just now, let me tell you about the last thing first. Just now, so my husband sometimes may misplace his ring. Now, he always has it. He has 2 different rings. He wears his ring every day. It's not a way to not wear his ring. I want to make sure I make that clear. But what it is just simply being human. And he's very open about it. 99% of the time he has his ring and he knows where it is. But there's that 1% where he doesn't know where it is. And there was one time it had to be replaced. And so this morning he came to me and said, "Have you seen my ring?" And I said, "No." And so he looked a couple places and he had to go ahead and leave for work. And we work at the same place. And something told me to go over and look where the ring is supposed to be, and somehow he just misplaced it. I mean, mislooked because it was there. So I had the ring, I put it on my hand, and I was going to not say anything until I get to work, just to let him feel it. I'm being honest, let him feel it. And it's so unkind, but yeah, things like this happen sometimes in relationships, in marriages, different. I won't make excuses. I was going to just let him feel it just for a minute. So I got there, I was going to get there, go over to his office where he sits and give it to him. No problem. But I felt like God said, I don't do that to you. Like, I don't make you feel it just purposely for no reason. I don't just make you suffer, right? I don't let your thoughts just wander. That's not what I do to you. So be kind. And I pray most days for God to help me to love the people he died for. All of them. That includes the officer who killed my nephew last year, 19-year-old nephew, that said, was dishonest about, and we're still fighting. That fighting for justice for him. That includes the people. That includes everyone. Unsavory people, people who lie on you, people, because Judas was necessary. Things can't always be easy, although I would like for them to be that way. So I pray for him to help me love the people he died for. And but definitely my husband, right? So anyway, I felt like God said, don't make him feel it, honey. That's not your place. I don't do that to you. So I was going to send him a text message to say, I found your ring immediately after I was checked. But I felt like God said, give him a call. He's driving. Be kinder than you feel. I have that up in my bathroom. I don't know if I put it up in the new bathroom yet since we moved. But I always have it up. I had it up in the bathroom. And if it's not there, I'm going to make sure we put it back up. Because always be kinder than you feel. That's important. And that includes yourself. Be kind to yourself, right? So that was the first message. So I called him. He was relieved. I was happy that I called him. I heard God tell me to not make him feel it. Who do I think I am? Right? Who am I going to try to, no, that's not okay. So that's the first thing. Secondly, as I was talking to God this morning, I am working a job. As many of you know, I left a job that I was in for like 7 years. I knew the job, knew it well, did it. Everyone, we had a good relationship. I had a good reputation, all the things. And so I'm in a new job. Not only am I in a new job, new career, all the things, and when I say new, it's been a couple of years, but there's just my team was just, is no longer, so I was placed on a new team, so I have to learn everything new. And I just felt like God was saying to me this morning, give me one time one time that I didn't show up for you? Look where you live, look at your life, look at your husband, look at your mother, look at your health, look at, A Million Little Miracles. If you haven't heard that song, listen to it. I have a testimony about that from last week too. Not sure how long I'm gonna go with this or how much I should talk about, but if I feel led, I'll share that too before I get off of here. But there's a million little miracles every single day. But I feel like God was saying, honey, I've never failed you. Like, look at my track record. Look at all the times I've shown up for you. Why would I not show up for you now? Why are you worried? Why are you concerned? Why are you fearful? Why are you waking up with anxiety? That is your choice. You're literally choosing to wake up with anxiety over nothing. Because although it looks hard, it looks to your flesh, I know what I'm doing. I've always known what I'm doing, what I was doing. I've proven myself 1,000 trillion million times. What else do you need? You have a million little miracles every single day that you live in. I carry you. I protect you. One of the things in this new house, I was kind of hypersensitive about, like, and I do this, checking the stove, checking the front door, setting the alarm, all the things. And in all of that behavior, a couple weeks ago, I did not secure things the way that I typically would. And I felt like God said, see, you're not protecting you, I'm protecting you. Like, you're not doing it. So even as much effort as you're putting forth to try to do all these things, it's me that's taking care of you. It's not you. Yes, do your part. Yes, conceal weapon permit. Yes, all the things. But it's me, sis. It's me, not you. And let's remember to breathe. And be present. And I'm talking to us. Because I don't know if you noticed, but in all that talking I just did, I barely breathed. I was trying to get all of this out, but it's just so frustrating. I frustrate myself. Do you frustrate yourself ever? You ever piss yourself off? So, let me tell you about this testimony. Deep breath. At work last week, there was a lady who pulled up who I'd never seen before, don't know, none of that. She pulled up in her car and she was blasting the song Million Little Miracles. I think it's by Elevation. And I literally saw her, and before I knew it, I was walking over to her car. So I walked up to her car, and then the next thing I know, we both sung Million Little Miracles to one another in tears together. Such an amazing experience. I've never had an experience like that before. And then we shared, we talked about, like, her life and my life and our walk with Christ, and only what we do for the kingdom will last, and all of those things. And it was just such a blessed occasion. This life of walking in Christ and trying to be more like Him is so refreshing and so rewarding. Now, he never said it would be easy, but it's so refreshing and just so rewarding because, like, I get to meet people that I don't even know and have those types of encounters. Kind of like Sister Locks. You can't see them right now. But, like, it's a community. And we all understand each other. We all have, like, a common bond. That's like on a low level, that's like the relationship with Christ, us believers. So anyway, it was just such a great experience. Such a great experience. And she also gave me, like, 5 little to-go things for communion. And that was so cool. So cool. I was like, wow. She had them just in her purse. And she says that she takes communion on her own when she chooses to. And I don't know if I ever thought about doing that. So cool. Anyway, sending you love and light. Praying that you have a wonderful day on purpose, and that you be kind to yourself and to others. And that you fill the cup you pour from, so that you can pour into others from your overflow and not what you need to sustain yourself. Have a good day. Happy July. Do something kind for yourself today. Talk to you later. Bye.